specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses. So, as you know, that I'm, energy healer specializing, in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses. I'm an energy healer on a master level, and so I'm going to be discussing, what it's required, what it takes for me to be specialized in these aspects. So you get a broader idea how come I'm able to specialize in this. It's not just so easy, right? So for those of you who like the contents of my videos, don't forget to press like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. This will greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to much more people. And please also remember to share this with your social media platforms or your favorite people, because this may help them as well. The information that's here, and give newer because I try to give good and new perspectives. And for those of you who don't know me, I am Osman, hashtag the blind Muslim yogi. I am a bioenergy healer on a master level, with telepathic capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, which is the subject of this video today, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and even spiritual ailments. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art form for almost 50 years and teaching it for now 46 years. In that period, I had had the great privilege to study under some great masters from different schools of thought, from different cultures across the globe, from the Far East, the Middle East, the West, and including the scientific communities. I've created my own unique protocols, basically making them faster, quicker, easier, adapting them to the 21st century, making them more time efficient and results oriented. To that end, I now have students in over 100 countries, and my favorite protocol is my 5-minute yoga and meditation program, which you can download for free by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com, and where you can get more information about my services. Please also remember that my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, for me to be able to specialize in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, and my success rate is very high, in that, because I am on a master level. So a lot of people do a written course on healing, or they do go for training and they do a different module, the basic module, then they do master level and master level 1 and master level 2, and some people are grandmaster and so forth. So I don't believe that that is how one should qualify someone on a master level. Master level is when you've got the power to be able to save a life that is on the line. Life is on the line, and you can do it over 90% of the time telepathically across the globe, and you've got the power to be able to do it and know how to do it, right? And be able to heal terminal illnesses, stage 4 cancer, where medical science can't do anything anymore, and you can step in. Your energy level, your power level is of such a level that you can turn around from the ones that science could do nothing anymore and gave them, a few weeks to few months to live. You've got an over 90% success rate, of healing those people. This is what I specialize in. That's why I tell myself on a master level that I could do it. And there is one level above me, I would say is a grand master level, where this, instead of, because there is the number of, like, my terminal illness protocol or critical care recovery, let's take critical care recovery is a 10-day protocol, right? And my terminal illnesses protocol is a 100-day protocol, right? And that's one set. And it is possible that you may need multiple of that set, because normally someone who's coming to me in the last stage of cancer, they going to die in the next few weeks or in the next few days, right? And I take them out of that danger. And then to bring them back to the normal level is a long journey. It can take 6 months, a year, 2 years, right? And of course, not as intensive. And it involves me sharing my own life force energy. So, yes, I can be a conduit for cosmic energy to pass through, but It's when it passes through, it's not the high energy, the level of my own life force energy. I put that and I run the risk of even losing my own life. And I get very ill. Some people, they, are so ill, and I send all my energy. I become extremely ill for days, sometimes weeks, sometimes a few months, right? For me to recover completely, right? From some of these sessions, right? It involves a lot. But what do I do? There are a lot of healers, right, on the planet. And what I do to keep myself tuned to this type of thing is on a daily basis, I keep mastering my level because I want to reach grandmaster level. Grandmaster level, what takes 100 days, I'll be able to do in a split second, right? With just my mind, like a miracle, because the power is so high, right? It is unbelievable the rate at which, it is like a mind bending, you know level, where it is now no more healing. It's like a miracle. It's going to become, now mine is still energy healing, but I'm using bioenergy, my own life force energy, the subtle life force energy, and transferring it. And then it becomes so strong that I can, bend. That is grandmaster level, right? So I'm a master. So to reach this level, I've been working. I reached master level in 2019 when I learned how to control this energy and be able to transmit it telepathically anywhere in the globe and heal people, instantly, right? They instantly, as whether they hear in front of me or they somewhere, is no difference, right? And I've been working on developing that talent. So to reach that level, I started because I'm practicing yoga, meditation, breath work, and energy work from my age of around 7 or 8 years old. I went into formal training in a formal study from the age of 10, the different aspects of yoga science and so forth. And then when I became an adult, I explored other cultures, the Far East cultures, the Buddhist cultures, Taoism, the Middle Eastern cultures, the healing methodologies and the spiritual cultures, the far, the American Indians and the Greek, cultures, European cultures, the different healing methods. I'm very fascinated with this and studied and honing my talent before I reached, master level. And by working and meditating, I used to meditate up to 13 to 18 hours a day, right? And that was like, I would say, about 18 years prior to reaching master level, right? 17 years before each. At the 17 years before that, I was very intense, in my practices, and still never reached master level, right? Took me so long, so much of practice before I reached master level. After I reached master on a daily basis, I am practicing. Currently, my protocols involves by me practicing yoga, breath work, practicing my energy, to keep, practicing it so that it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. So, for example, 3 years ago, it took me 4.5 hours to heal a certain condition. That very same condition, I did it about a month ago. It took me 4 minutes flat. So much because my energy is increasing all the time. Why is it? Because I'm spending time on sharpening the sword. How much time? I'm spending an average of 6 to 8 hours a day. I think probably around 8, maybe more. There's so many things that I do only on like meditation, breath work, energy work, and incantations and so forth. All these things to build my power, to build my, because I have to also have protection, for myself, because I'm dealing with spiritual matters. And when I healing people, I'm taking all the negative energy onto myself. And some people have got some very very dangerous negative energy. So I need to build my aura strength and so forth. And also improve my skills to be better and better, so that I can save more and save the life better and quicker, and not be 90%, come as close to 100% as possible, you know into doing this. So and I'm running my business, so I'm spending about 8 hours, on my protocol, just for practicing exercise and all that, right? Exercising my my talent, and then I'm working 8, 9, sometimes long. I'm hardly getting more than 2, 3 hours of sleep very often, and I know I'm the one who professes you must not sleep less than 7 to 9 hours, but I'm dealing where this people's life is at risk, right? And sometimes I get so busy. My friends keep. I mean, so far, I haven't slept yet tonight. Now it's like I think around 6 a.m. that I'm creating this video. I've been working nonstop. I've been started my protocols around 4 p.m. Yesterday afternoon, and I only finished I think around 4 a.m. And then I took a short break for meditation to energize myself because I had to do prayer, morning prayer, and so forth. And after that, I did some meditation. I have to create the videos, right, as well, because this is important for me to create it on a daily basis as well, right? So I'm spending, I'm doing my videos, and you can see I'm creating an average of about like an average around 10 videos a day, right? And because I want to get the message across to simplify things for people, right? Because yes, I'm shortening my life, but at least I'm leaving some record. I don't want, because I we don't know, I had near misses 3 times. I could have died, and if I died, I would have died with all that knowledge that's already in this. And only in the last 4 months, I think I created about 460, 470 videos, right? And and all that knowledge I was dying to put it in some form or another, and now I'm satisfied that majority of the knowledge I'm putting it, and I keep putting my perspectives in here. And if something happens to me, who knows, right? I want to live forever. I want to have the deathless body, but I can walk, step in the street, and then a vehicle can run me over, or a cyclist can run me over, or I can slip down the stairs and crack my skull, and boom, gone. Oh, someone can take out a gun and put a bullet in me, or a stray bullet can hit me. Anything can happen. Or an illness can get you. I mean, I lost my eyesight. I got an allergic reaction to the COVID vaccine, and lost my eyesight. As a result of that. That's according to what my doctor says. It's not my prescription. What my doctor said, right? Because they've done every test, they couldn't identify the cause of the problem that was causing the eye loss, until I lost the eyesight. And eventually the conclude that was the white elephant in the room, the vaccine. And there were a lot of people that reacted negatively and many people died from reacting negatively to it as well, right? And so forth. So hope that information helps you to know that it's not that easy. It's not that, oh, I'm a healer and I can do specialized critical care recovery term. It's not so easy. There's a lot of work involved, right? So I mean, a medical doctor, 11 years, and he's qualified, right, in the US, right? He's a qualified doctor, finished, right? Now, I'm practicing this art form for about 50 years, and I'm still practicing it. I still got more, long ways to go to reach grandmaster level, right? Still specializing more and more and more. So the normal medical practitioner, his job is to diagnose. I mean, to diagnose what the illness is and prescribe the relevant medication. So he can prescribe only up to 4,000 different ailments, right? Give a prescription for 4,000 ailments, right? Because there's only medications available for around 4,000 ailments, right? Currently in 2025. So, but what's the total number of ailments? The total number of known ailments are about 18,000. So he cannot um, cure about 14,000 ailments, right? 14,000 ailments he doesn't cure, right? So I can with energy healing. It's not as fast as medical science. It's a different thing, but we can heal 90% of illnesses of the 18,000, or about 16,000 of the illnesses, right? 16,000 compared to 4,000 mean 12,000 more ailments, right? So it's a very involved field. It's very deep, and there's very nuanced aspects to it. There's also Ayurvedic medicine, herbal medicines, and Chinese herbal medicines, and African herbal medicines, and Ayurvedic herbal medicines, which I mentioned, and the South American herbal medicines. It's a very big science, right? So we now in 2025, let us all collaborate, and help each other out, and don't sideline each other. Let's work together. I always say my treatment, not a replacement for medical, So I want you to work to, work together with the doctor. Let's work hand in hand, right? And if the doctor, it fails, you can come to me. The success rate is very high, right? So, because this is a very deep, ancient science, I spent decades studying it very deeply and widely, right? So, this is how come I'm able to heal, terminal illnesses, specialize in terminal illnesses and critical care recovery, and doing it telepathically. Hope that information helps you, and take care of yourself always.